All right. Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 48 of the Dirty Parlay. Yes, we're almost there to 50. Big week this week. With me, as always, is Darren. Darren, how you doing, dude?
Excellent, bro. Fucking 7 days or 6 days away. Can't fucking wait, man. We've got a good slate this weekend. A lot of shit to entertain us. And then Thursday, it's here.
Yep, you nailed it on the head. 6 days away from NFL football. We are 1 day away from our fantasy draft. There's so many things we can talk about. But I think we're gonna have that vibe like last week, where it's like, not the longest of episodes, but we'll do what we always do. And yes, Nathan's not with us again this week. He has a scheduling conflict with work. He says that he'll be good for next week, so we'll miss him this week. But he will be ready for NFL season, of course, when it matters. Dude, like I said, so much shit we can go over and where to start. Before we get to any segment or anything like that, I do want to talk about last night because Darren and I did put picks out for the podcast on the Dirty Parlay YouTube, on the Dirty Parlay Twitter. Sorry about that. I had to turn down the Michigan State game. I got that on in the background. Darren, last night I went 4-1, my friend, with my picks I tweeted out. 4-1. You went 1-1-1. We're counting pushes as no contest. So,
Yep.
so as far as that goes, like I said, we did pretty good last night. I feel like I did pretty good, obviously, and you did pretty well. I mean, at the end of the day, you came back plus money because you got your money back. So, but Darren, I think the biggest thing that people need to know is the bet that you made live. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so right after West Virginia scored in the fourth quarter to what made it seem like, oh, they locked it up, the game's over. I went ahead and live bet Pitt money line, and it's like, I don't know, crazy odds. Like, fucking hit, bro. It's just like, that's the type of shit you have to look for. Like, live betting, you gotta, like, we were watching that game. Yeah, West Virginia was looking good. But at the end of the day, like, Pitt was supposed to win that game. Like, it's a rivalry, so it's going to be close. I mean, I just felt the vibe after watching most of the game. So hopefully I can keep it up.
I'll give you all the credit in the world because I told Darren and I were talking as he made that. We're playing some Xbox, some gaming here. And I said I saw that same bet, and I was too pussy to pull the trigger. So I didn't pull the trigger. I think when I had a chance, it was like plus 460. I would have probably put
That's
10.
what I think it was. Four
Yeah,
something.
yeah, and I would have probably put like 5 or 10 on it just for like, hey, fuck it. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I was sweating out my other bets I had going on for the later games yesterday. So all the
But
credit. Go ahead.
we are equal opportunity. So when we make those bets and pull those triggers and we make an ass of ourselves, we will let you know. We're not just patting ourselves on the back here.
Exactly, and also, like you said, we will let you know when we pull those triggers, and some good, some bad. And I mean, for you, turned out great. For me, I wouldn't say bad. I just didn't place the bet, so it is what it is. But I'm glad that at the end of the day, someone got to reap the benefits. So congrats on that, dude. Your record shows 1-1-1. Obviously, we're not counting live bets as our records, but like, hey, you won the night on that one. So nice play on your part, dude. We have a lot of things to go over here, but let's go ahead and get to the picks for the night. What do you say? Start getting some of these guys out. Oh, and I just want to do breaking news here. It looks like Michigan State just scored their first touchdown.
Let's go.
Let's go. I don't know if it was it was a reception. Okay, 44-yard reception. Yes, I will be breaking that game as it comes in because that's a big game. Western Michigan looked like they were controlling a little bit right off the start, but who knows? Maybe they lost that grip now. We'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to tonight's picks. Like we said, we have some going on tonight, some going on tomorrow. Yeah, we're still fucking jacked to be here. It feels great. So, Darren, let's go ahead and get to it. I want to see where we're starting. I honestly forgot which slide that we're starting off with, so we're going to find out together here. So for the first slide we got is, NCAA. That seems just fitting. All right, Darren. The first pick on the board I have is you. It doesn't say your name yet because I fucked up the order, but go ahead and let us know your first pick. Or every pick, sorry, for NCAA. You out there, bud? Oh, you muted yourself. Okay, well,
My bad, dude.
you're good. You're all right.
So for NCAA, I got a couple picks. Two tonight. I have Michigan State, the over. I think it was like 51,
54 and a half.
50, 54.
Yeah, it was 54 and a half when you told me that.
Okay, so 54 and a half. They have Colorado against. Fucking, they're playing someone good. They got plus 14 on Colorado. Can't think of who they're playing right this.
Don't remember who they're playing either.
TCU at 10 o'clock tonight. They're playing. We got them plus 14. Got Michigan tomorrow minus 30. I know that's I'm laying a lot of points there, but it's Michigan. It's like week 1. They're playing Colorado State, so they should beat the fuck out of them. It's an early game. I also have Georgia minus 17. They're playing Oregon. Oregon has Bo Nix. It's his first year at the school. Kind of some bad blood on my side. He left his father's alma mater to go play at Oregon. You leave the SEC, you run away from it, and you have to face the national championship. The national champions the first week of the season.
That's some tough shit.
Yeah, minus 17 on Georgia. They should easily beat the fuck out of Oregon. Then I have one shocker, and this has everything to do with coaching. I got Florida State money line against LSU.
Okay.
I just don't like Brian Kelly. I think he made the biggest
mistake
of his life by leaving Notre Dame. He could have did whatever he wanted at Notre Dame. They would never got rid of him. He jumped into the SEC. Good luck. I hope it works out for you. But I think you're going to start the season off with an L. We'll see. I could be wrong. I mean, it's Florida State. They're not really good, but I just have a feeling like everyone's going to put their money on LSU. Everyone's going to ride that hype. And, like, I see it now. Pre-game, every announcer is going to pick LSU. Florida State's going to win it. Just calling it now.
Okay. So, yeah, that is a big shocker. I mean, I want to say LSU's home as well, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so that'd be huge. First week upset in Death Valley. Insane. Props for you for if and when, again, we count this towards the pod's records, but if and when you pull that trigger on that game too, dude. And that's a Sunday game, I believe. So we get a little bit of football action on Sunday until the real action comes in.
I just remember the running back for Florida State when I was watching the other night. They had like 3 backs with a touchdown. Or maybe like 3 backs that were going off. 2 of them had a touchdown. One of them scored 2, I believe. But they were running the fuck out of the ball. And Florida State always, like, if they're going to have anything good, it's going to be some defenders, like corners, and fucking running backs. So we'll see.
Also, quick shout out to your Colorado plus 14 pick. I don't know if you know this, D, but and I'm going to give credit to where credit's due. I heard this on one of the many podcasts listened to. I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it was a Barstool one. But Colorado's facing TCU. TCU's running with 3 quarterbacks this year. They're like switching them out. 3 quarterback system. So, hey, Colorado's never been, a piece of shit team, and they're home. So for them to cover the spread, that looks pretty nice. And the fact that, like, I might sprinkle it here before tonight's game starts. So against the 3 quarterback system, you got to think at some point it's going to get a little too sloppy.
Well, Colorado always has a guy or 2, bro. And so either at receiver or running back
or kicker.
Yeah, kicker. So I'm not expecting it's week 1, bro. Like, I'm expecting everyone to fucking put up a fight unless it's like these like outrageously like separated teams, like differences in skill level. But if they're close, I'm gonna take plus 14, bro. Like, you haven't done anything to show me you can blow someone out by 14 points. So you're giving me 2 tutters against a team that you can compete against. I'm going to take it.
Yep, that's solid. Also, before I get to my picks, if you haven't noticed already, I'm in a different spot than usual. This is our draft HQ we're going to be having as far as tomorrow's draft for fantasy. Again, we will record it all for you guys. We'll record it all, and we'll not stream it, but we'll show you the highlights afterwards. Pretty much every pick. We just can't stream it. It's going to get messy. Some people in on Zoom. Some people will be here. Some people will be at the house down in Florida. But it's going to be fun. So as from today, I'm streaming from a different room, not my usual office. I'm not using my usual mic. I'm using my Xbox mic. Works just fine, I believe, but it's not my favorite mic. But yeah, so different setup today. Who knows? You might see this setup in a couple weeks if all goes as planned. We might be doing a live podcast again with Darren and Nathan both in the same spot over here. So it's a chance. It's a chance. Okay, so let's go get to my picks. We can get more on that later too. So for my picks for the NCAA weekend, I have my first one. I do have Michigan State, who's playing right now. I got them winning by 21. I took the spread, D. I looked at Western Michigan. I thought they were dog shit. I think Michigan State's got to come off with a banger at home. Like I said off the beginning here, it didn't look like it was in their favor. And I thought about the over like you took it, but I also thought like Michigan State's kind of a defensive team more so than offensive. And so in the back of my head, I just didn't take it. It's a total of 10 points now with 2 minutes left in the first. It could still happen. Don't get me wrong. Like, Michigan State can blow up and just give points out like crazy. But I like the spread. I do think they're going to beat the fuck out of them by the end of the game. Hoping it pulls through because, respectively, not unit shaming, I put a good amount on it. So we'll see what happens here. For my next game, I got is Texas A&M by 30.5. I do believe they are going to blow the doors off of the fucking guys they're facing. Who they're facing right now, I don't remember. I'm actually going to pull up the schedule because I forgot. But Texas A&M's touted as like one of the finalists, if not the winner, of the college football playoffs this year. We'll get to more about that here soon. So with them being heavy favorites, and they're facing Sam Houston. Sam Houston's a great offensive team. Don't get me wrong, but they're in College Station for the first game of the week. So yeah, I got Texas A&M on that one. For my next game, I got it's the UTEP Oklahoma over at 57. UTEP is an offensive team. They like to score, but Oklahoma is the scoring of the Red River. Like they are going to go ahead and just put points on the board. 57 seems a little low for an Oklahoma game, so I like it. BYU versus USF. Both teams love to score. They don't like to play defense too much. I got the over at 58. It sounds weird saying it, but for college football and a team like those two, I think that's kind of low. So I'm going to go ahead and take that as well. Kentucky minus 15.5. I think Kentucky's going to win. I think they're going to beat the brakes off of the fucking team they're facing. I think 15.5 is a kind of a gimme spread. So go ahead and take it before that spread changes because I guarantee you it will change by tomorrow. They are facing Miami of Ohio. Listen, Miami of Ohio is a decent team. They usually are. I mean, the legend of Big Ben lives on. But it's Kentucky. Kentucky's kind of a powerhouse this year, believe it or not. Mainly because their quarterback eats mayonnaise and bananas with the fucking casing on it. So, yeah, stick with them. So I think that's all I have for college football. No, I got one more. I'm sorry. It's Utah, University of Florida over at 51.5. I think this is a dumb play here, but I do want to touch this game because my Florida ties. Hey, listen, Utah's a top 10 team and Florida's not ranked. Florida's trying to make a name for himself this year, but I don't think they're going to win this one. I don't like them covering the spread. I do think they're going to get beat, so I will watch this game and root for points. That way, at least I have a dog in the fight. So this is a 7 o'clock game my time tomorrow, or Eastern, I don't remember. But, yeah, I definitely want a piece of this game. I just don't want the whole fucking kabang caboodle, so I'm rooting for points. Darren, anything on my board that you hate? Like, what do you think?
I like the Florida over.
Okay.
In that game. I was looking. I mean, I'm not going to add it, but I will say it for other people.
Sure.
I don't know who. I'm not even going to speak on that because I don't know. They could have someone good. But Cincinnati being ranked 23 is kind of crazy to me because they lost their quarterback. But someone good could have replaced them.
Yep. You're thinking exactly what I'm thinking, Darren. I just didn't want to put it on my board.
But there's one that I definitely want to add. I mean, I'm not going to add it, but I would recommend sprinkling it. Ole Miss. I don't know if you called that. I tried to listen, but I was looking at the board too. Ole Miss is minus 21.5.
Against Troy?
Yeah.
That's it?
Lane Kiffin is
offensive.
He thinks he's with Saban and Jimbo and Kirby Smart, and so he now that the NIL's there, I feel like they're gonna spend some money. I'm not gonna doubt Ole Miss until they give me a reason to doubt them because Lane Kiffin will spend the money to get the players. Let's see if he can coach them up. But I would definitely take the Ole Miss minus 21.5 all day. That's going to be a fucking 40-point blowout. Dude.
I love it, D. Good call. Great call. That's a good one to even parlay with another fucking blowout. Great call. Yeah. I'm not going to add to my board either, but I'm probably going to end up taking it tomorrow. I can tell you that for sure. Love it. I fucking love it. We got some more picks to go here. The next set of sport we got going on is UFC. UFC Fight Night's back tomorrow. The headliner is Cyril Gane versus Tai Tuivasa. If you guys have listened to this podcast before, you know that's our boy. So, Darren, you have a pick or two, don't you? So, who you got?
I got Tai to win, and I have Robert Whitaker, bro. I believe they're both Australian or from that region of the world.
Whitaker is Australian, Tai's New Zealand, but yes, you're right.
Yes, so but I just feel like Rob Whitaker is a fucking dog. Tai Tuivasa is a dog. I just feel like they're going to be doing a lot of celebrating.
Yep.
It's not going to be a sad night for one, and it's like they're happy for the other, or sad for both. I feel like Ty's going to win for sure. I mean, I know that people would say I'm crazy, whatever. Cyril Gane is...
He's a beast.
I don't know.
He's a beast.
He
is a beast, Darren.
Sure. But I don't know, bro. Everyone that tried to bang with Ty gets fucking rocked. Last person rocked him, but he still knocked their ass out. I can't remember who it was.
It was Derrick Henry. No, I'm sorry.
Derrick Lewis.
Derrick Lewis, thank you. Jesus Christ. Got football in my mind.
Yeah. They were banging, bro.
That was a great fight. Rocked,
yeah. Ty fucking slept his ass. So
if you could sleep, Lewis, you're a monster.
Yep. And Cyril Gane, I could be... I'm not going to say it.
Okay. All right, he's not going to say it?
I'm too casual to say something like that. Like I feel like Skip Bayless.
Nah, Nate's not here. Let it fly. Nate's not here.
I mean, this is casual talk only. Like I don't know shit about fuck, but I think that Cyril Gane could possibly touchdown. Let's fucking go. Cyril Gane could be
let's fucking
the Anthony Joshua of the UFC.
Oh, see, okay. I know where you're coming at, and I think that he's probably there if he loses 2 more matches. Does that make sense? Like, he'll lose 2 more and he'll win like 4 more. But like, look, Cyril Gane's a monster. The problem is he had to run into Ngannou, and Ngannou's. There's news on that too. Ngannou just said that he's looking at coming back early next year. He says he's out of shape and he's not. He's just not in it right now. But Ngannou, when he's there, he's a fucking force too. We all know this. But listen, Tai Tuivasa is my fucking heavyweight. He's my fucking guy. It's the shoey tui. He does shoeys after he wins. He takes spear, puts it right in the shoe, chugs it right down. And you fucking know that if he wins this, it's going to be insane. Because they're going to France. These fights will be in France because Cyril Gane's from France. So they're going to be in Paris for this one. I think that he definitely has a home field advantage with Cyril Gane does technically. And that's why he's so heavily favored. He would still be heavily favored, but like by... Making Tai Tuivasa a plus 410 is insane. I'm taking that up, no doubt. That's also my pick of the night, too. I got Tai Tuivasa winning. Cyril Gane is a monster. He is good, but this is Tai Tuivasa we're talking about. So, yes, I do like this. I like this a lot. I understand where you're coming from for Robert Whitaker. I think that he will win. I just think money-wise... I don't know if I'd actually take the bet at minus 225 unless I parlayed him with another undercard or another card on the main or another fight on the main card. But I wouldn't parlay it with Tai because I take that straight up. But I see where you're coming from. But Tai, look, Nathan only has 1 pick for the week as well. Nathan also picked Tai Tuivasa. So let's just say we're all in on him. We're all in on Tai Tuivasa. I don't think any of us has done that for UFC picks in a podcast before. This could be a first. But that's Nathan's only pick for the night, too, since he won't be here. Shout out to Mac.
He lost to Junior Dos Santos, who Cyril Gane has beaten.
While you're reading that off, Max in the chat just said he just took Tua second round. Oh, wait. I took Tai Tuivasa second round TKO. Interesting. Okay.
I thought you meant Tua.
That's what I thought too. I thought you were talking about his fantasy draft for a second, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I can't afford that, bro.
Nah, bro. You might want to redraft. No, I get what he's saying. I wonder what's the odds you got on that, Max. I'm very curious. That might be a fucking banger of a bet.
Like people will be like, "Oh, he's got 1 loss." Okay, but I think there's only a couple people. I don't know. I was trying to compare the list, but I don't know enough about it. But I feel like there's only a couple people in Cyril Gahn's list that he's beat that was like, oh, okay.
Sure, like
But
actually, like you should get some credit for it. Is what you're saying, off of what you're seeing.
yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
respect
But
it.
we'll see, bro. We'll see. Like, it'll be exciting, bro. We'll be lit. It'll be fucking fun.
Oh, it'll be a blast because we're gonna be watching that towards the end, if not post draft tomorrow. So that's gonna be lit as fuck. Okay, so that's UFC picks. I believe we have one more slide here, and that is soccer. You already know I'm out here making soccer picks. I did last week. So the week before last, I came in talking about how I doubled my bank account. I jinxed myself. And then I went to losing all my soccer games that week. This past week on the podcast, I made 3 picks. I went 3-0. I'm not saying anything about this. I'm just giving you stats on what happened. So for this week, I have 3 more picks. So for soccer this week, I got Liverpool in full time. They're minus 250. Yes, the odds don't look that great, but you can do some twisting and turning with it if you want to parlay it with certain teams. I also got Tottenham in full time at minus 210. And then lastly, got Nottingham Forest in full time plus 100. They're still favored against the team that they're facing. And Nottingham Forest got the shit kicked out of them by Liverpool. I think it was like 8-0 or 7-0. It was a bloodbath. And I think that they're going to come back pissed off. So I sprinkled a little bit on that one for plus 100. So that's soccer picks. That's our picks for the weekend. Again, we have NFL picks coming next week. Max said that his Tai Tuivasa second round TKO bet D is plus 1,100. That's worth a fucking sprinkle.
Cyril Gahn's like minus 500, bro. Like I don't get it. Like
It's because he's home. It's because he's in Paris. And he had one loss.
This ain't fucking United Kingdom, bro.
Yeah, I know. This ain't the O2 Arena. But hey, that's a hell of a bet, Max, and no joke. I think I'm going to take it. Depending on how my NCAA bets pan out for the afternoon games, I might just fucking love that. But hey, respect to you for pulling that trigger, dude. That's a great play.
Bro, this Western Michigan quarterback just threw in a triple fucking coverage. On 3rd and 10, bro.
And they got that nice kick return to get him that position in the first place. Okay.
Like, what the fuck?
That's betting the over for you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. It was such a bad throw. All right. And it was behind him, too, Darren. So the records. So what I'm about to read you is our final records for the month of August. Last week was the wrap-up of it. We made our final picks. So going forward, we're going to have our NFL records and then our total records. And if you haven't seen us last year, what we do is that we go game by game and pick our bet of the game. And then afterwards, we do a survivor pick. We make a survivor pool throughout the year. We got those results, too. I can read that off next week when we get into it. And then also, we make our lock of the week, our lock it up. With our lock of the week, we lock it up, we put all 3 of our picks together, and we parlay it for the Dirty Parlay. That's how we got the name. That's what we do. So you'll see that again next week returning. I'll be back in my office. So we're going to get back to work next week. So get ready, folks. It's going to be a fucking blast. So, Darren, for the records for the month of August and last week. For last week, the winner of last week was, well, none other than yourself, my friend. You went 4-0, Darren. Take your victory lap.
Just warming up, big dog. Wait till next week.
Yeah. Okay. 4-0. Hey, listen, we love it. We love it. We want us all to win together here, unless we're betting against each other, which we
I don't
should.
even remember my picks.
It was all NFL. It was all NFL picks you did. You had 4 NFL preseason picks and you won them all. They're all money line too. So Darren went 4-0. For myself, I came in second. I went 6-3, still winning, still good. I had more wins, but the way we do it is we go by deficit. So Darren went 4-0. He has a bigger deficit, bigger pocket he got from that. So I went 6-3, still a great week. I'm proud of it. And then Nathan, well, he lit up the rear there. He was 0-1. Listen, Nathan's been sliding down on his picks as far as like volume-wise in the last couple months. He just keeps saying, wait for the season to start, wait for the season to start. I'm going to scrub you dicks all over it. And you know what? He might say the same thing now. He might say he's getting all the losses out for next week, but we'll see. We'll fucking see, dude. I hope he doesn't carry this with him, especially for the fucking lock of the weeks, bro. Can't have that.
We're going to do them like they did Rico. I'm like, okay, if we bet $100, How down bad would we be?
Yeah, you want to add up like how bad it was if you bet $100 in every bet? You want me to look it over?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
No, during football season, like after he's been
Oh,
saying, "Oh, wait for football season, wait for football season."
I'm saying oh, okay, I got what you're saying. I was saying, do you want me to hit him with that going into week one? Like, let him know what it'd be.
Hey, last year, bro, like we bet
Oh,
$100 when you're.
no, that's
Wasn't he
me.
like
That's me.
good
I
last
did
year?
bad last year. Yeah, I did bad. That was
Yeah.
me. So no, I'm not gonna do
No. So.
that.
I bet Panthers, Raiders, Steelers, Jets.
All won. Every one of them won.
Yeah.
All right, so August pod record. So again, this is the final results of August. Darren, you won August at 11-7, buddy. You got the belt. What's your winning words here? You got.
Listen, I know y'all are tired of hearing from me. Like, just follow your boy. Just do what I do, and you too could be a winner.
Love that. Inspiring. Okay, perfect. I came in second, 18-16-1. Again, winning. It's still wins, still positive. If you count that no contest as a push, and you get your money back too. So, yeah, I did good. I'm happy with it. A winning record to end out August is good. I went by volume clearly, and last week kind of saved my ass in soccer. So thank you for helping out my record there. Premier League mostly. And then Nathan, dude, 2-4 to end out our fucking August, dude. 2-4. So shout out to Nate. Unbelievable. Okay. So Darren,
Man, that guy's full of picks. Fucking Nate Rico.
let's go ahead and get to our other main segment here before we go into some news around the sports world. Let's get to our shut the fuck ups. What do you say, man?
Let's do it, bro.
I'm excited to see what you got because it's definitely I think I know where it's going, but we'll find out. Mine is, you probably feel the same way I do on this. Maybe not, but for my shut the fuck up of the week, it's twisting baseball stats. All these baseball nerds are out there, and they twist all these fucking baseball stats to, like, when they talk about a random fucking player, like, it could be anybody. Like, yeah, well, he's great at this kind of on-base percentage, and his slugging percentage is this. It's like, bro, it doesn't fucking matter. Does he get on base? Or, I'm sorry, does he score? And does he catch the ball when it's fucking hit to him? Cool. They're winning. Or do they win games? I don't give a fuck if this guy fucking gets the most walks in a league. I don't care. I'm not playing Moneyball. I'm not a fucking GM. I'm just going to watch, and if the dude's fucking sick, he's sick. Oh, by the way, Michigan State just scored another touchdown.
Let's go.
Was that a pick six, or was that just straight up touchdown? Oh, that was a 40-yard touchdown. That's 2 40-yard touchdowns tonight. Let's fucking go, dude. All right.
I don't want to say it's gonna hit, but
it's looking pretty good. And so was my bet. Okay, anyways, back to my shut the fuck ups. So twisting baseball stat nerds is unfucking believable. Like, if the team wins, they win. I don't give a fuck what this player's good at, If at the end of the day they're not making hits, they're not getting runs, and they're not doing shit on the field, I don't give a fuck. It sounds stupid because lately with baseball season coming to a close, especially with this fucking local radio in Chicago, it's all like, well, this guy's good at this and this guy's good at this. No, bro, who fucking cares? Baseball's done. I don't give a fuck, so don't twist these stats to make me care about someone I really don't give a fuck about. So that's my shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up to all you baseball nerds that are pulling up all these stats out of your ass to dignify somebody over the other. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. It's fucking stupid. I cannot wait to get to more football shut the fuck ups next week. But that's all I have. I mean, my other shut the fuck up was tennis, and I say that because if I turn on ESPN and I'm trying to watch a college football game last night, I had to scroll through 20 boxes on ESPN Plus just to get the live football of just tennis. I don't give a fuck. I respect it. Who cares? Don't care. Not me. Nope. All right, Darren, you're shut the fuck up of the week, my friend.
Listen, the piggyback on what you were saying, like, there's 5 million baseball players. There's 5 million people at each position in baseball. So
yeah,
you can have a stat of righties against lefties with a fucking righty catcher, lefty catcher, fucking this, that, like,
yes,
infield shift, like this, that. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, who's gonna fucking strike somebody out? Who's gonna fucking put wood on leather? Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Like,
it's just
all the extra stats. Yeah, like, you're just overcomplicating something that doesn't need to be. Like, and I'm about analytics, bro.
Same.
Like, to that extent.
Let's not take that away from anything. Let's not take that away. But
yeah, fuck those twisting motherfuckers.
It's just so fucking annoying. Oh, it's the worst. All right, Darren. I'm excited to hear what you got. What do you got for your shut the fuck up of the week?
My shut the fuck up is similar to yours, or it involves yours. Every fucking other sport, I don't give a fuck about Donovan Mitchell. I don't give a fuck about KD, LeBron. I don't give a fuck about any hockey shit, any baseball shit, any MLS, any fucking anything, bro. Don't even hit me up about World Cup when it starts. Football's fucking back, baby. I cannot fuck like last night felt so good, dude. It just like felt like I was dozing off and I was like, oh, I want to watch the game, but it just like felt good to fall asleep to football. Felt good to fucking watch football. Felt good to bet on football. Like football's back. Everything's right in the world. Let's just fucking enjoy this shit, dude. Because these last couple months have been fucking dry, and so can't wait until we get some NFL on Thursday. Can't wait for the big college games tomorrow and Sunday. Like we got a week and fights, bro. I mean, UFC is the only other sport that I'd say like I'm still worried about. But everything else, every other sport can shut the fuck up, fuck off. I do not care what trades are happening. I do not care who's complaining about this, what Olympic this, what golf thing this, nothing, bro. I don't care who's going to win the Cy Young. I don't care about any of that shit. I just care about football. And I don't give a fuck who's playing. I'm going to watch. I was getting asked by my wife last night, like, do you even like any of these? No, I don't like either team. I don't give a fuck. But I know it matters. Like, that's what I care about, bro. All the preseason shit, I can't get into it because it doesn't matter. This shit matters, dude. That game last night, that Pittsburgh, West Virginia, God, that was such a great game.
Awesome.
I couldn't change it, bro.
Yes.
I didn't even put on the Purdue game because I was watching that game, and I was like, holy shit, this is like, that was such a great introduction to football, and for the year, I said that's the first real touchdown I've seen for the year. Like I said that out loud, like I was excited, and I hope Thursday night is a great introduction to pro football for the year. I hope the refs don't fuck it up. I hope people just play, and there's no like new emphasis on this bullshit. Oh, taunting that. Oh, coach, you stepped past this line. Fuck all that shit. Just let the boys play. I can't wait. Hope nobody gets injured. I'm just ready for football, bro.
You nailed it on the fucking head, Darren. Oh my! Like, don't get me wrong. We gotta talk about some of the things tonight, and we're just gonna blow by it. We're just gonna mention it, say it. It is what it is. But football is all that matters. I could not turn just like you. I could not turn my head away from the fucking backyard brawl last night. That was the best introduction in the college football I have seen in years. That was so great, and the fact that they haven't played each other in 11 years made it much more electric. And then, like you said, Penn State and Purdue. I couldn't even turn it on, but that was a banger till the end too, because I watched that the moment this was over. It was fourth quarter. It was like halfway through the fourth quarter. I was like, I got to start watching this game now. And then I was just like, I was up in my bets. Obviously, I went 4-0 last night. So I was like, oh, I want to sprinkle something else and some more action tonight because that's what we do. We're not degenerates. We're responsible. But we want to have some more fun throughout the night because you're still up. So I was like, okay, what other college games are on? And I saw Arizona State versus some fucking piece of shit school. So it's like, I'm going to sprinkle that game. And you know what? I'm going to turn it on my TV because I'm playing, what was it, Call of Duty last night? I was like, I'm going to turn on my TV, just have it on in the background. Why? Because football is fucking back, dude. And if I wanted to, I could have laid in my bed and just watched it and fell asleep and been happy. Going to sleep to nothing but touchdowns, whistles, and then you hear that commentator go, and that's the score from here at this college town, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, fuck yes, dude, we're fucking back. And you know what? I love him to death. And TJ, shout out to you, buddy, my cousin TJ. He doesn't watch this, and that's fine. No big deal. But, like, he's sitting there like, yeah, dude, I'm excited for the World Cup this fall. I'm like, no, dude. Like, if it's on during the week, sure. But if it's on during the weekend, you know where I'm at. I'm watching college football on Saturday, and I'm watching pro football on Sunday. And you know I'm watching football on Thursday, Friday, and Monday as well. Like, listen, dude, I'll watch soccer during the week. Like, I do that all the time. I'll come home. It'll be 3 p.m. Central Time, and I'll just turn on, like, Bundesliga. And be like, okay, that's nice to have some sports on the background. That's cool. That's, it's whatever. I don't have to watch some shitty YouTube or some shitty show for, like, the 90th time. So why not have that on? But football is here, and I know that when football's back, I'm watching fucking stupid shows on ESPN. I'm watching NFL Network almost every fucking minute of the day as well. Dude, it just feels good to be home. It just feels good to be home. You nail it on the fucking head, D. And yeah, I don't give a shit that Donovan Mitchell went to a shit team. I don't care because this is what matters. Shout out to all you Knicks fans out there. You guys lost. But yes, we were fucking
I've just been singing. Waiting all day for Sunday
Yes.
night.
Yes. That's fucking right, dude. That's fucking right.
And you know that first Sunday night, bro, you're already so fucking exhausted and full and
Mm-hmm.
drunk, but you're like, I gotta watch this shit. And you may not make it through, but you're gonna fucking watch that shit. Your first Sunday night football game, you gotta hear that, dude.
And you know, like games on Thursday nights, Jacksonville versus Cole. I don't give a fuck about the two teams, but I'm gonna watch it. Oh my God, Western Michigan's quarterback is taking it to the house. No, he's too slow. He's so slow. Oh, Darren, your over's looking nice, but the quarterback looks hurt.
Damn, I just switched over to it and it's got me on Applebee's commercial.
He hit
Now I
a.
want some boneless wings.
Oh man. Wow, how long is that? That's 55-yard run. 50-yard run? That was pretty good, but he took a nasty hit on his throwing arm. Like, he went into the hit like an idiot. He should have slid. You know you're going to get tackled. Take the slide, bro. He hit him with his fucking throwing shoulder, too. Stupid. Okay, so we got some more things to talk about, obviously, but those are our main segments until next week when we start going over the games. Again, if you haven't seen the Dirty Parlay before, welcome. What we do is when it comes to the NFL games, we go game by game, and we go over what the lines are, what the over-under is, and then we make our picks for the game. We pick every game. Some people only pick like certain games of the week. We pick every game. Why? Because we want to make sure that you guys are informed when it comes to football and what to pick, what not to pick, and also what we're picking. So last year, I was the shitty one. I did bad. I forgot who the winner was between you and Nate. It was pretty fucking close. It came to like 3 games, I think, at the end of the year out of like, I don't know how many, like 150, 200, whatever it was. But we're excited for football season. I can't wait. What I'm most excited for, other than football itself, is the Dirty Parlay, like the actual Dirty Parlay to come back. Because when we hit that, that was electric, right? Wasn't it fucking fun as shit, Darren? Like, when you see like your bet hits, and then my bet hits, and then Nathan's got like a Monday night game. We go into Monday like, oh fuck, dude, we could get this bet. We could get this plus 600 fucking parlay. Oh man, it was the.
And we like feel the pressure, even though like we have nothing like we can't contribute to it or fix it at all. So it's like, but it's like, man, my leg better fucking hit because the guys are counting on me.
Yeah, exactly. And when your leg lets it down, you're like, and also when you're like the second game and it lets it down, it's like, oh, that hurts. That fucking hurts. And also,
no, but being the last leg is the worst, bro.
What's also funny is like, I'm just gonna use an example here. Let's just say it's like Bengals versus Chiefs, and like you pick the Chiefs, and then Nate picks the Bengals as his lock of the week. Like, you got to pick the Bengals. Like, you have to take it for the Dirty Parlay. If you pick against each other, but that's their lock, you got to take their lock. It's just what you got to do. So it's fun. It's so fun. We have a great time. I cannot wait for football to be back. I don't mind grinding my ass off on these graphics because it's fucking worth it every time. Yeah, football.
Did anyone have a perfect week last year?
Honestly, Darren, no, I don't think so, but I do think somebody was pretty fucking close. It was either you or Nate. Well, we only had like 1 or 2 losses out of like 17 games. I could check. I have it all recorded, so I can check. I can go back. You know what? Let's do it right here. I actually have the document pulled up. So let's see. Here we go. I can tell you the winners. Darren, you won last year's overall record, dude. 151 wins over 120.
151.
Looks like you gotta take a shot tomorrow for sure. 151 wins over Nathan's 149. 2 games separated you boys with both positive records. I went 128 and 143. Ugh, shout out to me. Let's see who had the nearest closest record. So I see Darren had 11 and 5. Let's see. That looks like Nathan went 14 and 2. We're going into bye weeks now, so games go down a little bit. 14 and 2 seems to be the winner. I had a 12
I think that was it.
I think that is it.
Because I don't think it was me. Like, I don't think I had one better than that.
Yeah, so Nathan. That was Nathan, 14 and 2. As far as locks for last year, you actually did the worst. You went 10 and 11.
Oh yeah.
I went 13 and 7, so my record sucked, but my locks were hitting. So shout out there. What else? That is it. Yeah, that's it for the main stats you guys need to know. I'll add up the Survivor picks too. I just don't have a total on that. But we did do Survivor last year, and that was fun as fuck. Actually, I think I do have a total.
Y'all got knocked out right away.
We did. It was like week 1 or 2. Week 1, we both had the Vikings. So Darren, you won Survivor. You went 12-6. Nate went 10-8. I went 11-7. So, yeah, dude, we're back, Darren. We're fucking back. Football's here, dude. So speaking
There's
of,
a whole fucking second quarter left. I was thinking it was almost halftime. Like,
oh, and a fumble. Michigan State recovers. Nope. Oh, we did. He did recover. Oh, baby. But they were at the goal line, so it kind of hurts your over a little bit.
not worried about it.
Yeah,
bro.
not worried.
Michigan
No,
State,
you're right.
They're gonna ride this momentum. They're
I'm
gonna
with you.
fucking blow them out.
So a lot of news to cover tonight. We're going to blow through some of the non-important topics, but we'll go over the main ones. Obviously, I'm wearing the Chicago hoodie, or Chicago pullover, and I'm wearing a Chicago Bears backwards hat right now. I'll go over why that's a big deal here soon, but I'm going to start from Friday till now, as far as like last Friday until this moment. The big news that we have to get to that happened earlier in the week, and you guys might have heard it all from podcasts you listened to or news you've listened to already, but breaking news, Jimmy Garoppolo signs a restructured one-year deal to return to the 49ers. Darren, I want to hear your thoughts on that one.
Maybe they saw something they weren't happy with in their MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. It's strange to me, but whatever, bro. I mean, at least now there's no pressure on him to go through a shitty situation and perform. He can just wait for Trey Lance to fuck up and for all the locker room to call for him to be back in. I mean, it works for Jimmy, but for every, like,
No,
I wouldn't want to be there if I was Jimmy, but then I also would because you know what Trey's going to be. Like, you've seen it firsthand. So
he came out with a statement today or yesterday. He said, like, this wasn't my idea or this wasn't, like, my plan. So it's clear that he didn't want to stay, but it was clear that was also the best choice he had because the only team that made the most sense for him to go to was Seattle. And, I mean, like, for you football fans, you know this, but for those of
they
you
wouldn't let him there.
Exactly. You won't trade someone to your division rival. It just doesn't happen. It never happens. So it doesn't make sense to set up your division rival to win, and Garoppolo would have set up their chances because think about it like this way, and take all your bias out of the way as far as you like Seattle or don't like Seattle. Their wide receivers are considered, again, I'm not saying this, it's just like statistician-wise, they're considered above average. Okay, not great, not good, but above average, okay? If not good. The running back situation, up and down, it is what it is. The line, I don't know. But with Pete Carroll, you get a good quarterback in that system, they can do something. I'm not going to say they're going to be great, they're not going to be good, but they can do something decent. And right now, Geno Smith and Drew Lock are not the guys. So that made the most sense. And to me personally, they could have cut him and saved that money, but at the same time, they knew. It sounds like they had that doubt in Trey Lance. Like, if I was Trey Lance, I would say, like, okay, there's doubt. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, the word doubt comes to my mind when I saw that.
Well, we'll see week 1. He struggled in Houston.
You know who they're facing.
Yep.
That's right. So if Trey Lance struggles against the Bears, listen, I love the Bears, but we are no shot to win that game.
We are running the same defense as Houston, so if he struggled there and he doesn't improve on that in a real regular season game against y'all, then the writing will be on the wall from week 1. If you struggle, and I'm not shitting on the Bears, but if he struggles against the Bears, then
yeah, I'm with you.
It's his first start. He hasn't played football in a long time, but
I agree, Darren. I absolutely agree. Like, again, not shitting on the Bears in this case, but if you beat the Bears, or if you struggle against the Bears, Trey Lance, with all the problems that we seem to be going through right now, it's a good thing you signed Jimmy G. I got nothing else on Jimmy G. It's kind of been played out already what's happened through the week. Do you have anything you want to add on that, or you want to go through?
The 49ers also waived Trey Sermon.
Yes.
I think that was stupid as fuck, but
yes.
Whatever. Kyle Shanahan's a fucking genius. Like,
would you
everyone
say?
Always sobbed his knob.
Would you say? Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I was gonna say, would you consider Lynch a good GM?
Fuck no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly curious what your thoughts are. To me, the jury's still out. I don't know. They did get to the Super Bowl.
If you listen to Michael Lombardi, Kyle Shanahan, and Michael Lombardi says, like, hey, like, they'll deny this shit all day, but I know, like, people have texted me and said, hey, you're right, but I could never expose those text messages. That's what Michael Lombardi says. But Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. Like, he was infatuated with Mac Jones. But then once everybody's like, oh, you can't draft that guy that high. Like, he's not an athlete, blah, 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 blah. And then you got Lynch and everybody at the 49ers saying, oh, get this Trey Lance guy.
Right.
So then they're forced to get this guy. And then the other day, I guess Shanahan said, like, after the game, like, well, he's what we have, so that's what we have to work with.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. That's how you know he wants Jimmy.
He'll never, well, not Jimmy, but like he wanted Mac Jones, and then he didn't draft the guy he wanted, and now it's now I'm just stuck with like this is what I have to work with, and it's like he'll never admit that because it'll fuck up Trey Lance and it'll fuck up their relationship. But it's like if you have a guy that you think's a genius, let that guy be a fucking genius. Mm-hmm. And if John Lynch didn't let him make the decision, hey John, you played football, but maybe you took a little too many hits to the head. Because you want to chase this guy around. Look at Tom Brady. He gets the ball, he snaps it, and gets it out of his hand in 2 seconds. You don't need to be a fucking athlete, bro.
Right.
So, I feel like Lynch might have fucked that up, but I don't know. I don't see how you have Kyle Shanahan and he's not getting final say-so, but he is also just the coach. So maybe Lynch said, no, bitch, you're not drafting Mac Jones.
I agree. I'm with you. Yep. Next topic I got here. Not big topic, but again, things I just want to shout out, even if it's just a quick touch and go. Sauce Gardner signs a deal with Buffalo Wild Wings. I think that's well played. Do you not?
Oh yeah.
Like that's great.
Oh yeah.
It's like the coldest doing that AC commercial deal in Nebraska. Smart. Just play your name. It's the smartest thing you could fucking do. I think that's great.
I don't think he got thrown at one time in preseason.
Oh, is that right? Really?
Yeah, I think I read that.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Okay, so Sauce Gardner signs a deal with Buffalo Wild Wings. Congrats to you, buddy. Again, I'm going through the week here. One thing I said to Darren earlier this week, and I honestly believe this. Actually, I'll wait till we get to the Bears part because I got quite a few things Bears I want to go over. So I'm gonna skip that for now. I really wish Nathan was here tonight because I don't know if you saw it, Darren, but it's been announced Jake Paul is to fight Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva. I pray that he fucking like puts that kid on his fucking ass.
I'm 1,000% with you, and I wish that it's like an actual betting regulated thing you can do, like bet on Silva, but you can't because those matches are often thrown, so you can't bet on it. Sucks, but yes, I pray Anderson just whoops his fucking ass. I'm going to keep that on my notes log because I want to ask that to Nathan next week just quickly. Be like, hey, Nathan, what do you think? Just to get him fucking riled. Okay, so I want to shout out Dustin, our buddy Dalton's friend. He dropped this stat to me, and it didn't pan out last night, but obviously this didn't affect them last night. Ball State, who faced Tennessee last night. Tennessee is not a top 5 team. They're not. But there's a stat for Ball State that I want you to hear, Darren. Ball State got their ass kicked last night by Tennessee. Sure. But Ball State against top 5 teams since 2006 is 18-6. So it may not be a big deal.
Yeah, I remember they fucked up something for me last year.
Oh, they're part of your Nathan's Dead to Me crew?
No. Like they beat a team that I bet on.
I got you. Okay. So just worth noting. I'm gonna keep that in the books too. Shout out to Dustin for dropping that stat. He said he's like, oh shit, I remembered you're a bit of a gambler. I got a stat for you. I was like, cool, let me hear it. And he told me that, so I wanted to make sure I give him a proper shout out. You're my boy for that one. All right, another thing that I want to quickly go over here. Shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know if you've seen this or not, Nate or Darren. This is real. Fox Sports posted this on Twitter, so I want everyone to hear this if you haven't seen it. Out of all 32 teams in the NFL, the Jaguars have spent the most money during free agency over the last decade. They've also lost the most games. So after spending the most money in free agency over the last decade and losing the most games in the last decade, they spent $1.64 billion.
For nothing.
For absolutely nothing. So, shout out Jacksonville, dude. Should have never got rid of Blake Bortles. All right, as we're going down the week here.
They never let Jalen Ramsey force his way out. Like, what the fuck? Like, you have a cornerstone player, and you let him, like, just tell you what, like, is going to happen.
Right. Obviously, hiring Urban Meyer was definitely the big. They could spend $1.64 billion, and it's still not as big of a fuck up as hiring Urban Meyer. Just I want that to be known. That's exactly what I have to say about it.
I feel like a lot of people are like, and I'm not like gonna like slob them up, but Trevor Lawrence is gonna be my new Baker, bro. My this year's Baker. Everybody's like hating on him. I just don't see it. Like I feel like he got dealt a shit hand last year, and so he like, let's see, like let's not rush the judgment, bro. I feel like the Jags could be somebody. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
Don't mind me. I'm actually going to write this down because I got a couple quotes for us for the year. Trevor Lawrence is going to be my new Baker. He's going. All right.
Baker's still Baker, though. Like, he's still Bake.
Oh, trust me. We know. As much as you denied it a while ago.
NFC South champs, bro.
Also,
mark my words.
I'm going to write that down, too.
Don't, Mark.
Don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Darren. I don't want to dog Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't think he's a bad player. I don't hate him. I just think that, you're in Jacksonville. What can you do? You know what I mean? Like, there's not much that you could really control in the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. You could quote me on this, and I could write this down, too. I don't mind. And I'm not saying fantasy implications at all. I just honestly say I'm honestly meaning this. I think Evan Ingram's going to be a great security blanket for him this year. I'm not going to say Ingram's going to be amazing, but he's going to surge more than he did with the Giants in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
you can call me crazy, but I think he's back. I think that's good. Also, I don't know.
New York's cursed.
Yeah, New York's cursed. And I don't know if you guys seen ever since that boat incident, Darren. I don't know if you guys seen the clip going around Twitter, but Trevor Lawrence was in the locker room post practice and he was talking to the media. And Evan Ingram, smart of Evan Ingram to first do this. He has the locker right next to Trevor, so that's the smart thing. The funny thing was he pulls his phone out and he reaches over and he goes, "Hey, Trevor, Evan Ingram here." And, like, he thought it was a reporter right away, and it got his ass. And he starts laughing. But then he goes, "I heard Evan Ingram's birthday's coming up this week. What are you going to get him?" And he's like, "Oh, I might buy him, like, a really expensive bottle of wine. I think he'll really enjoy that." And then Evan Ingram goes, "Oh, yeah, okay, expensive bottle of wine. Yeah, I think he will." And that was just, like, a good, wholesome clip coming out of Jaguars camp. I just think it's a funny thing to note there.
They're friends. Like, they're being...
Yeah,
they have a relationship built. Like, that's good.
That's good. That's exactly. And like, I thought the Evan Ingram thing a while ago, but when I saw that, I was like, that makes me feel better about, like, my take on that. The other news going down the week, shout out to Darren's boy. Russell Wilson just reached an agreement to a 5-year extension, $245 million extension that includes $165 million guaranteed on top of his contract he already has. Darren, what you got?
Hey, let's ride, bro. Let's hope he can cook still, bro, because they fucking tied in 7 years, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was going to say 7 years, $296 million on the books.
Who's to say Russ wasn't the problem and Pete Carroll was really the solution?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Right? So
I'm just kidding. I don't think that at all. But
listen, you never know. You never know. But I don't think Russell's...
I mean, it's smart to lock him up before shit gets crazy on quarterback contracts because...
Absolutely.
Some guy like that, he can be the George Foreman of this generation, bro. Like, have a fucking household item in everyone's home, and he can be very expensive. He can have, like, we're literally, like, you think Michael Strahan and, like, what's his name? Oh,
George Foreman?
Fuck. No, the guy for Good Morning Football. Nate Burleson. Like,
yep.
You think those guys are seen everywhere? Like, no. When Russell's done with football, literally he's going to take over. Like, he's going to be Dwayne Johnson of fucking, like, everything. So,
and he's
to lock him up now,
guy.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, he's going to sell himself. He's going to market himself to fucking everything, and he's going to be everywhere. So, for the team to lock him up now, like he even said the other day, like, the Les Ride thing's $1 billion business.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
he trademarked it.
So
yeah, I'm with you, and also like, you can hate on Russ, whatever. But when it came to that being announced, on Twitter, on trending, Lamar Jackson was trending over Russell Wilson at the same time, like because of the announcement of Russell's deal. All the memes were out, like Lamar waking up to looking at Russell's contract, and it's like him smiling or licking his lips, like everyone's saying like, oh, this is the best thing that could have happened to Lamar, because he parts of Twitter, parts of the internet consider Lamar better than Russ. Whether you do or don't, it's definitely a benefit for Lamar anyway. It's huge. So shout out to Lamar from that news. The next thing I got on the board here, Titans are signing former Kansas City wide receiver Josh Gordon to the practice squad. Shout out to E on that one.
Better than Brady getting him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
No, like legit. Like if he would have went to the Bucks, like I can't wait till that motherfucker retires, bro. Like,
yeah, you're tired of his shit, huh?
I'm just tired of him snagging every fucking player, bro. Like it's
annoying.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, if they played in the league for 7 years, and they get cut or released, he grabs them. So. Yeah, shout out to E for the Josh Gordon news. Looks like he's drafting him tomorrow, 5th round. So yeah, there's that news. Okay, we briefly got to go over it. Briefly, we can keep it short. Doesn't matter. Donovan Mitchell traded to the Cavs. You got anything?
Congratulations, your life is a little more mediocre now.
Yep. Okay, so that's done. I have nothing for that. I'm a Bulls fan. It's not going to help.
Like I don't know shit about the fucking Cavs, but I wouldn't want. I know they got Darius Garland, and he's real good, but I wouldn't want to fucking be on Cleveland if I'm Donovan Mitchell.
Right. I wouldn't want to be either. I do think the funniest thing I've seen out of all this, like, there's tons of memes and stupid shit about the Knicks, like throwing like their fucking jerseys in the trash because they couldn't get them because it was like the big spot you're supposed to land at. But I think the funniest thing is to credit Donovan Mitchell for doing this. He posted a picture of him as a kid in a LeBron James jersey, side by side to the picture of Brian Windhorst doing like the finger guns up. Like, why is that? So shout out to Donovan Mitchell for knowing the internet on that regards. That was actually really funny. Okay. Back to the NFL, or back to football in general. The Titans' top pass rusher, Harold Landry, tears his ACL. Got anything on that one, D?
Nope.
I will say
casualty of the game, bro. Get well soon.
My only note for that is for a team that's already on the decline, that doesn't help your case anymore. So, sucks to suck. Michigan State just got the ball on a fumble. Ooh, that guy hit him so hard he hurt himself. Okay. Okay, so that's not important. That's not important. C.J. Stroud from the Ohio State Buckeyes. He just got a $60,000 NIL money deal, and he's giving all of his teammates a $500 gift card to buy suits for themselves for the games.
Yeah, I saw that. That was sick.
That's like a good football news. Like, good. That's a cool play, dude. That's, if you already have it won over your team, which you clearly have, you definitely did it by this move. So congrats to you, buddy. That's a good play. I'm almost at the end of my notes here. Sticking to college football, college football playoffs expand to 12 games, quote unquote, as soon as possible. So it looks like it's happening this year. Darren.
Nope. 2026.
No? Oh, 2026? I'm sorry. Okay, so thankfully you're here for that. But yeah, so 12-game playoff. It's much needed, and it needs to happen soon. So I'm glad it's what's going to happen. What's your thoughts? Do you not like it?
I'm cool. I mean, no, I'm cool with it. I mean, more people get chances, more football for us. I'm happy. But maybe it dampens the importance of the regular season. Like, if you get that one loss, and like some people would say, oh, well, that opens the door for more people. Like, how many one-loss teams are we going to let in this motherfucker? Like,
here's my thoughts on it, D, and you can disagree with me, but how many times have we watched, like, the selection show of the 4 teams that make the playoffs, and it's always a team that's, like, undefeated but doesn't get in because, like, the 13-2 team lost even though they're an SEC and they still make it in over an undefeated team. You know what I mean? Like, you can end that debate. Like, when UFC did the undefeated season, or UCF did the undefeated season, I'm not saying they should have been in there. Maybe you have a right to be with a undefeated season against pretty decent opponents that year. Now you have that chance of seeing, like, okay, can they actually go on if they got that chance? Like, I know and by 2026 to 2035, whatever you want to call it, like in that 10-year span, there's going to be a team like that puts up like an undefeated record. And sure, they may not be in the best of conference. By that time, it was going to be like 3 conferences anyways. But, like, now they have a chance to fight for that championship because they earned it by going undefeated. Does that make sense? Like, that's cool to see. The other thing I got on it, too, is there's going to be, like, a legendary game in the first 5 years of, like, can you believe that fucking upset? Now they got a chance to go on, and they'll get dominated the next game. I'm all for that because that spread on the next game will be fucking awesome. So, yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. I know where you're coming from. But I think at the end of the day, like teams like that UCF team, it benefits them more than anything. And it also benefits the fucking people that are like standing on their tables going, how the fuck did they get in? How did they get in? Like, because now it's not just top 4. So I'm fine with it. I know why you dampen it, but it's not like the baseball playoffs. Like with baseball, to me, it's like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing all year. It's what you're doing in August, September. That's what baseball is to me. And for football, I don't see it being that way. But, yeah. That's anything else you want on college football before we move along?
No, dude, just fucking enjoy. What's his name? Lee Corso. Enjoy it, bro.
Yes, enjoy it. His time's got to be coming to an end on the college football pregame show. And
that's what I'm saying.
And he's a treasure. He really is.
If you grew up watching College Game Day, just make sure you watch it a lot this year because it may be different after this year.
Yeah, it definitely won't have the same aroma, if you will. Already, was it 2 years ago, we lost Tom Rinaldi's sad stories where they try to make everybody cry before the football game starts. I don't mind missing that.
Last year, if you would have told me Good Morning Football is going to change, I probably would have watched it a lot more.
Yeah, big time. And we said it last week, but shout out to Kay Adams going to FanDuel, hosting a show for the FanDuel Network. That's going to be awesome. It's good for her. Oh, Michigan State quarterback got picked in the red zone. Okay. So, yeah.
What over?
Huh?
I said what over?
No, like the Michigan State quarterback got picked in the red zone he was trying to score in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the over's not going to happen because
you don't know.
Every time they get close, they fucking
I will say there's
shit the bed.
3 drives, if not 2, that happened to tonight, and it's kind of hurting this over stat. Okay. Now time for the news I want to get to. And Darren, we went over Aaron Rodgers and the Packers a lot, whether you wanted it to happen or not. But this is Bear time. This is a great day for Bears fans. This is huge. This is why I'm bared out. The news was announced today. The Bears president and CEO Ted Phillips is retiring at the end of the season. Sound the horns. Let the heaven gates open. This is what we've been waiting for a long time. Darren's been talking shit to the Bears for me, like, for, I don't know, countless years, right? Like, we get a player, he goes, that's not going to change, you're still going to suck. And I'd always say, like, yeah, you know, fuck it, you're probably right. Like, it is what it is. But now, like, we actually have a chance. This guy has handicapped us since 2004. And I want to make this noted. He was hired as a financial guy for the Bears. He was great in the financial department. But then he got made president. And when he was made president, he made the worst decisions possible. The last thing he's done right for the Bears was moving to Arlington, and because he's financially the guy that made it happen. However, not with his money, but with the choices and whatever. However, Ted Phillips has been doing nothing but hurt our franchise. He's been hiring the wrong guys. He's been putting the wrong system behind it. He's part of that. When you hear that culture on teams, he's part of the culture. He's part of the culture problem, and now we finally get a fresh start. We already have a new coach and a new GM this season, but the fact that he can let Ted Phillips go at the end of this year, fantastic. There's jokes and there's talks about selling the team. Fine. I don't mind selling away from the McCaskies because the Hallises own the team. They passed it down the family line. One of Hallises' daughters married a McCaskey, and the McCaskey family came in. Now the McCaskies own it. It's not the same team that the Hallis ran years ago. It's a different team, and it's, you know what? Like, this is a big move to push everything. Ted Phillips, Adam liked him as a financial guy, but he agrees he's not good as president. I think he's great financially, too, just like Adam says. But, again, Adam being my brother, for those of you who haven't seen this before. But, again, Ted Phillips is the reason why we fucking suck so much. And, sure, our gameplay sucked, our coaches sucked, but Ted Phillips had a lot to do with all that culture. And it feels like we just got a breath of fresh air going into the season. Like, we can go having a losing season this year, but the fact that Ted Phillips is gone while we have the most cap space in the NFL next year is just so fucking great. It's so great as Bears fans. I got a couple things here I want to add on to it. As far as shout out to Kevin Caddock on Twitter. He says Ted Phillips' reign on top of the Bears spanned 5 U.S. presidents and produced 3 playoff victories. So let that sink in. 5 U.S. presidents since Ted Phillips has been the fucking president of the organization, and we only won 3 playoff games. So fuck off, Ted Phillips. You're fucking out of here. And then also, more news came down today for the Chicago Bears. Breaking. The Chicago Bears will reveal Arlington Heights Stadium and Entertainment District plans next week. So we're just... Listen, we may suck this year, and who knows what we're going to do next year, but we're finally getting to the era that we need. And I'm so fucking happy, and this could all be false hope. Don't get me wrong, we could hire another shit fucking president or CEO. It's possible, but the fact that Ted Phillips is gone is just a show to me that we're on our way to the right step. We now have a franchise QB with Justin Fields, and he's not even proven yet. We now have a coach. We now have a GM. I don't know. As a Bears fan, you can't not feel hopeful. Even before we face the 49ers, whether we win or lose, whether we go to week 2 and we get our ass kicked out of us by Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, doesn't matter. The fact that we're going in the right way just feels so nice. So that's my Beardom right there. That's my Bear spill. You got anything on any of that, D? Does any of this affect you? Obviously not. But what's your thoughts?
Aaron is highly confident in Jordan Love, and that's all I needed, bro. Your move won't change shit. The Packers are still going to run shit in the North. Brand new stadium. Y'all probably go fucking 0-4 in against the Packers before y'all finally get a win. That's just my prediction.
Okay.
So that's 4 years of losing to the Packers in your brand new stadium.
Okay.
And then you finally get a win on the 5th. But, good luck. I'm proud of y'all.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll take it because you can't rain on my parade today. This is so fucking great. I'm curious to know what Nathan knows about Ted Phillips. I haven't really talked about it a lot with him as far as like Ted Phillips in general, but I'm interested to know what he thinks. So I'm excited for him to come back next week. We talk a little more about it. But listen, man, it's just a day. The moment this news broke, I actually fucking like jumped out of my seat like I saw fucking Usman getting knocked out. I was so hyped. Like this really happened. I was so hyped. I was so happy. Like nothing could ruin this day today unless it's negative Bears news. And so far, all the news today for the Bears has been positive, and I can't fucking wait for football. Darren, I got one more thing I want to go over. It's nothing crazy on my sheet here, but anything you wanted to like let out? Anything you got built up you want to talk about?
I tried watching this new show, and they like got me all hyped up, saying there's 2 episodes, and they're only 20 minutes apiece. But the called Psychiatrist. It's like Steve Carell.
Oh, I did see that coming out on Hulu. Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah. I mean, it's only 20-minute episodes, but it was pretty good.
That guy that he's acting with on there, I forget his name, but he's a great actor. That guy is awesome. He's a good actor. He's not in a lot of shit. He's not in a lot of great shit, but every time he's in something, he kills it. So I like that guy a lot. Yeah. So the last thing I got, dude, is fantasies tomorrow. Our draft is tomorrow. What are you thinking, dude? Are you hyped? You got the first overall pick.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers being first overall is going to make a lot of people lose their mind, but you got to do it, bro. Yeah. Last year in Green Bay.
Yeah, well, obviously looks like it. We don't have Shea McClellan taking care of it this year, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, dude.
You're fucking good,
yeah, dude. Fantasies tomorrow for our draft. We're thinking about changing the name this year, guys. So we had a name in there that we entitled in it like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and now we're possibly thinking about changing the name to the Dirty Dozen. We have 12 of us in the league. We love it because it plays with our podcast, of course. I think it'd be fucking awesome.
No, I think it should be called Their League. Not they, not them. They.
Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. All right. Clip it. Listen, the changes that's happening to the league is beautiful. Tomorrow's going to be a fest. Darren is already going to end up like face down in the gutter by around 7. So shout out to D on that one. We got it.
I'm going to order. I live across the street.
What'd you say?
I'm going to order an Uber home and I live across the street.
Again, I'm coming from draft day headquarters. You see my couch behind me. You see the trophy next to me. That's going to be close to my fucking chest all day tomorrow. I'm not letting Adam's grubby hands touch it. I got our Florida draft monitor here in front of me. That's what I'm currently watching the preview for this stream on. I have another monitor here that's going to help with other people. We're going to record it, obviously. I also have the main games of the tomorrow's day. Like, we're going to start off with soccer and college football. I got 2 monitors over there ready to go. I got the draft board behind this Florida monitor here. We got 2 cameras set up. This one's going to go over there to watch the draft board. That way everybody can watch the draft board as we go along. And then I got this camera right here. It's going to keep an eye on the Chicago guys as we draft. And it's going to be fucking mayhem. Over here, it's going to be members of our league. It's going to be myself, Nathan, who you all know, who's part of the Dirty Parlay, of course. Adam, who we owe a guest spot to in this podcast at some point. Maybe after Lions' biggest win, because he's our noted Lions guy, even though he's a Bears fan. And then shout out to TJ. TJ's a big soccer nut, but he's coming over tomorrow too. He's going to help Adam and I make our soccer bets for the day. It's going to be a blast. We're going to start our partying over here around 10 a.m. It's true. It's a true fact. We're going to start getting wild at 10 a.m. and our draft's at 3 Central Time. So it's going to be a hell of a day. And then at the end of the night after the draft, we got Tai Tuivasa taking on Cyril Gahn. So I really don't know how, tomorrow's just going to be a fucking party. Can't wait for it. I've been thinking about this all fucking week, all fucking 2 months, to be honest with you. But this is just that time's here, and you're going to hear about it next week. I'm sure there'll be some shit talk that happened through the draft that's going to carry on to the podcast that goes into week 1 of NFL football. So it's going to be a fucking blast, dude. I can't wait. Darren, what you got? Anything about our draft tomorrow?
Just pray for us, everybody.
That's fair. Yeah, pray
make
for
sure
us.
Make sure no one ends up in the hospital.
A lot of bets going on this weekend as far as me. I feel that way. Darren, I don't know about you, but I'll be playing the board a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'll shoot some picks. I'll have some live bets going tomorrow for sure, right before kickoff.
Also, I quickly want to know, Nathan, as far as Nathan goes when it comes to the podcast and when it comes to the weekend, I don't know if
we really fired him, but we're just
trying to cover it up.
Make it seem cool.
Yeah. We're just saying he's away for scheduling conflicts. But shout out to Nathan, because Nathan, we've said it before on the podcast, Nathan moved to Wisconsin, but Nathan will be in Illinois tomorrow where it's illegal to gamble. And Nathan said he already told me, he's like, I can't wait to get bets off tomorrow at your house. And I was like, dude, I can't wait for you to do it either. So you hear how Nathan's weekend went going into the podcast next week too. So that's going to be pumped. Excited to see him back in the game. Also, we always do this every podcast. We tweet out our Thursday picks because we won't be live for it, but we're still going to make picks. So we'll tweet them out. We'll have our Thursday night picks out there for you guys to see, whether it's a prop, whether it's a spread, whether it's over-under, a money line, what have you. We'll have that out there too. But hey, we finally made it, everybody. Fall is here. Football is here. Get excited. And like Darren, shut the fuck up. Who gives a fuck about the other sports? It's football. Football is back. So, yeah, as far as I go, man, I got nothing else. Do you got anything else you want to cover on this nice episode we had here?
Oh, I'm good, bro.
Okay, we went for a little over an hour. I felt like we had a great time today. It sucks we missed Nate for the last 2 episodes, but Nate understands that we got to keep the show running. Show must go on. So shout out to him, and shout out to you. You've done that before too. So listen, this is the Dirty Parlay has been my favorite part of the week every week. You guys have all been awesome doing this with me. Well, this is our podcast, so I just mean in general. Doing this for people that come in watching it now or later. I have had friends or people that I've known say they watch this later on, and whether it's a shut the fuck up segment or a certain talk about a player or Nathan just rattling off his anger, people enjoy it. So it's great. So we'll just keep if you're watching this now or later, make sure you like and subscribe. Our channel helps us grow. Make sure we secure our name in the YouTube genre, and we can only go up from here. So that's all I have for the Dirty Parlay. Darren, any final words before we get out of here?
Just like I said, pray for us tomorrow, bro.
Pray for us tomorrow. As far as I go, I got nothing else. Make sure you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the NCAA board. If you have drafts this weekend like we do, good luck. We wish you the best of luck. If you're in our draft, fuck off. We want you guys to suck. But that's it for me and Darren on the Dirty Parlay. Nathan sends his regards, and he'll be back next week. So you guys have a great night, and we'll see you after Game 1 of the NFL 2022 season. Peace.